Today I am in the park and I'm talking about this camera, the camera with most of letters of alphabet in its name. Yeah, I'm here to talk about the new Olympus OMD E-M1 Mark III. The name I will never remember and be able to say freely and easily. So yes, I have got this camera here from UK Digital, so thank you very much UK Digital for fixing me with this to play with for a day or so to test it and have my little review. And before I jump into it, just a tiny bit of housekeeping. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a link here to my previous video in which I am giving away very fancy carbon fiber monopods. So yeah, go there and watch it. After watching this video, go there and watch it and comment to possibly, well, hopefully win that monopod. So okay, let's jump right in. This Olympus OMD E-M1 Mark III it's got really nice design. I'll start from design first, the build. I love the body of this camera. It's got a very retro feel to it. It feels really nice in hand, nice grip, nice clear buttons. When I had a go with the Mark II, the previous model before, I found it the most unintuitive camera of all cameras because it wasn't very clear. The most important things in photography, the shutter, aperture and ISO. The ISO button was hidden in the menus. What Olympus did with this Mark III, they have actually put the ISO button on the back of the camera now, finally, so that's really nice. The other changes from the previous version are more custom buttons on top. The menu button has been moved to the other side and they included very fancy joystick to navigate through focusing points or the menus, which is a much quicker way to navigate yourself around the camera. Very nice addition. The flippy screen for vlogging or filming yourself on the one hinge, very good. Also I have to say something about the battery life, because I have been shooting with this camera now for a day and a bit and the battery's only gone a quarter down, and that's very impressive for any current camera to have a battery life this good. This model I've got here, well, the camera I've got here, comes with a new as well 12 to 45 f4 lens, which is very nice. It's very light, very small for 12 to 45, which is roughly about 24 to 80 or 90 in this case on this double crop micro four third sensor. But overall feel of the camera is actually very good. It's kind of a travel camera slash enthusiast slash maybe professional, I'm not quite sure, but possibly yes. The quality is very good, so yeah. On the buttons layout, this is one thing which doesn't bug me but frustrates me a little bit, is the on and off button being on the left side. Me being right-handed, all the cameras I have used before, usually the on and off button is on the right side, so you can flick it with the hand you holding the camera in, but this one is on the left side, so you have to kind of let go of the camera with your right hand to switch it on, or use your left hand to switch the camera on. Not a big problem, it's not a problem at all, but it's, yeah, I don't know why. And I'm here today with Duncan, who is a long-time Olympus shooter. I do like the screen. The screen is definitely, I mean, coming from Sony, when it gives you like little flip. This is so good. One hinge as well. Yeah. Like a Fuji, they got like a double bracket, which kind of opens up this way, and you can close it and you flip it this way. So this kind of being on one hinge. Yeah. And there's no visible hinging or metal brackets underneath. So handy.
Took me a while to get used to that from the first version, because the first version just had one that came out, which I must admit I quite like the old one for some reasons. You know, like at live gigs when you're taking pictures over the top of it was easy just to flip it over.
You do this without, you can still see it.
You can, but it's an extra
movement,
you know, when you get really lazy. But it comes in handy for a lot of other things.
I do like you can flip it backwards as well. So like, you know, if you only got tilde screen, screen's always exposed.
Sure.
But on this you can actually close it, so you got the hard plastic in the back.
Yeah.
So like when you put a camera in the bag and you put something else on top, it doesn't scratch the screen. Really handy that. I think it's a phase. It's quite funny. If I go to this, I don't know what they're calling it, super menu.
Yeah.
And I won't do anything on here, it just doesn't work. You kind of have to tap it a few times. Now it's working. The first time I pressed it on,
that's interesting. Yeah.
So it works, but it's not very responsive first time round. I don't know, like needs to wake up a little bit. Now it's working fine. It seems to be the first time you touch the screen, it doesn't work. It still doesn't work. Now it works.
A few seconds, yeah.
And then once it works every single time when you press it.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch screen when it works. When you actually play the photos, the touch screen to swipe, it works very well. I love that. That's a really nice function. I think you can tap as well to zoom on it here, and you can move around the picture. I like that. It recognizes the faces straight away, so it's actually, for focusing, it's actually working very, very well. I'm recording this. We need the sound from that camera.
Is that following me?
Yeah, it's following both of us. So it's recognizing two faces and it's focusing very well every time.
It's pretty crisp.
It's working.
You can't even tell the steps actually.
No, it's very, very smooth.
When you step, it's not.
Oh, it's not shaky.
No,
the stabilization definitely the best I have seen on any camera. It's very, very decent. This is Hannah. We have introduced Hannah. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm shaking my hand. There's no shaking there in the footage at all.
No.
There is. So let's talk about the performance. Firstly, obviously, photography. It's a photo camera. Firstly, so first impressions, very good. Very, very, very quick autofocusing. The face recognition and the fact that you can actually set for the right or left eye to focus on. It's super accurate. I've done some street photography with it, and the ability to recognize the face in the blink of an eye by the camera and take the picture of someone shy even walking from the hip is very, very impressive. Yeah, the autofocusing is definitely a huge improvement since the Mark II, which was good already. Photography overall sharpness is very, very good. The color is very good, but I really think, although I am very much a raw photography shooter, I really do like the presets, the film JPEG presets. They have something special about them. Actually, pictures look like film, taken with the film, and they are JPEGs. And just by changing the shutter speed, the effect changes every time you turn the wheel and change the shutter number. But if you are creative with photography like this, it's a great little option to create images which are almost ready to go right in the camera. There's also the 50 million pixels picture, so it's 20 million pixel sensor, but it stacks 8 photos together to create a high resolution 50 million pixel, which is kind of handy if you want something bigger print, like wallpaper print. That camera actually can do it from 20 million pixel sensor. I haven't done the vlog style shooting for so long that I forgot how heavy my camera is, and if I remembered how heavy that camera is, I would have brought the tripod with me. My arm is killing me. But let's crack on with talking about this very nice camera. Let's not talk about it, let's have a look at the video quality. The stabilization built into this camera, it definitely makes the video handheld shooting a breeze. It's so much easier to get the smoother shots without gimbal or even a tripod. As this camera is a great vlogging setup, there is a little tiny niggling problem I have found. The microphone socket is positioned right next to the flip screen. So when you plug the microphone in, you cannot articulate the screen all the way around anymore because the microphone socket is in the way. So who is this camera for? Number one, vloggers. This is a vlogging camera. Secondly, I think it could be very, very good camera for wedding photographers or even event photographers. It's light, although I had to change just hands there because my arm was killing me. It is light with a good selection of small and lighter lenses. The price wise, it's not the cheapest camera. It definitely competes with bigger cameras like Sony a7 III. It's definitely not a video workhorse for professional video work, but as a second camera, possibly this could work very well, especially the autofocusing is very good. Street photographers, definitely small, accurate, quick and light again. and semi-professionals or amateurs with deep pockets. Thank you for watching this very little review of the Olympus OMD E-M1 Mark III. I got the name right finally. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing and go to my previous video, watch it to find out how you can possibly win fantastic carbon fiber monopod from Novo. And again, thank you very much to guys from UK Digital for fixing me with this camera. See you next time. Set it up. Yes, I am in the park. I set it up to test the vlogging capabilities of this Olympus camera with a Rode microphone on top. But now that I have tried and I'm filming with it, I don't want to switch back to my Sony. I like it too much.